there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenneke Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. That's Tenneke Properties. Visit Tenneke.com or phone 931-244-4602.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
Well, good evening, everybody. Taylor Plott here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with your latest forecast update. Storms have moved through our area. We're seeing some drier air filter on in, but we have more showers and storms that are expected later on this week. Let's get right to it. First off, take a look at where the storms are at today and tonight. They're pushing across parts of the Carolinas into Georgia and even into parts of the Texas Panhandle, the Florida Panhandle, and that will continue to move on off to the east. There were some more tornadoes that occurred today, unfortunately, across parts of southern Alabama, specifically the Dothan area. But for us, all of that storm potential is long gone. So behind the system, we're seeing our temperatures cool on down, and we're seeing the clouds start to decrease across the area tonight. Temperatures will be dropping down into the 40s by the time we get toward the midnight hour, and eventually down into the upper 30s and lower 40s by the time we wake up on your Tuesday morning. 6 a.m. showing abundant sunshine. Not too much of a breeze tomorrow. Should see winds anywhere between 5 and 10 miles per hour, so not too breezy out there. By about the lunchtime on your Tuesday, temperatures will be warming up into the lower 60s, and then we should top out right around the upper 60s and lower 70s by the time we get into the late afternoon hours. And then your evening on Tuesday, again, looking absolutely fantastic with temperatures back down into the 60s. Your overnight forecast tonight, we're dry, clouds continuing to decrease across the area. Like I mentioned, temperatures getting down into the lower 40s. Temperature trend over the next 7 days, getting pretty warm once we get to the middle and latter part of the week. And the other thing is these 83s that you see here on Wednesday and Thursday might be a little generous. There's some guidance that are suggesting we could be anywhere in the mid, maybe even upper 80s on your Wednesday and Thursday. We have a cold front that's moving through on Saturday that'll bring us a chance of rain and storms that will drop our temperatures back down into the upper 60s by the time we get to the the beginning of next week. Rain chances over the next several days, it's a little iffy. I'll explain why here in a minute for the middle of the week. Once we get into the weekend, that's your better rain chances as that front moves through. So what's happening as we go into Wednesday and Thursday is we'll have a system that starts getting going off to our west. But the problem is not specifically what's going on at the surface here, but what's going on above our heads. There's a layer of the atmosphere called the 500 millibar level. It's about 18,000 feet or so above our heads, and it actually has some sinking air across a good portion of the southeast. There's a ridge of high pressure that's above our heads. So it should keep most of the showering storm activity off to our west, but there's still a chance we could get some activity that gets going on Wednesday afternoon and evening. If that does happen, they could be strong or severe, so I have to keep an eye on that. The bulk of the severe weather should remain off to our west and northwest, as you see here at 2 a.m. on your Wednesday. As you go into your Thursday morning, we'll see that trend continue. Once we get into the day on Thursday, there's another chance we could see, again, pop-up showers and storms across the area, but that ridge is still in place. That's why you see most of this activity still off to our west. Things change, however, as we get into Friday. As we get a little more lift in place, there's a better chance, slightly better chance at seeing showers and storms on your Friday, and then specifically into Saturday as the system actually fully moves on through with the cold front. So that's something that we'll be watching over the next several days. So again, Wednesday and Thursday, we'll have to watch for the chance of some strong or even severe storms if they happen. The other thing is, if we do just end up staying dry, those temperatures will likely rise into those mid and upper 80s as opposed to the 83 that you see right now forecast-wise. Slightly better rain chances Friday, and then Saturday, like I mentioned, we have a cold front moving through. Look at that temperature change. It goes down to 68 degrees on your Sunday and then down to 63 on Monday. So a lot cooler weather coming in as we get into the beginning of next week.